Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, Monday through Thursday. Now, this is just the introduction. It'll be tagged onto all of the videos. So if you want to go straight to your video, or if you cross-watch, your Venus, your Jupiter, your moon, ascending, rising, then go right down there. There should be a timestamp. You click on it, it brings you right where you want to go. Hope you watch the introduction at least once. Now, you know that for the week, I use my Bradley Valentine decks, of course. I use my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel Tarot cards. I will pull another from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. And I have started using the Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies. And that is by Frances Monroe and Judy Mastrangelo. Okay, so we will be using that. Now, for the universal overview reading, I will use our Waite Rider and my Colette Baron Reed, The Good Table. Okay, I have prayed. I have meditated. I have infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate, so take what you like and leave the rest, okay? Okay. I'm an intuitive channeler. What that means is I open myself up to higher power, God, Source, Holy Spirit, and whatever the energy, whatever the message is, just comes through my mouth, and it's best when I try not to think about it too much. Okay, let's go on and just go do an overview of what's going on in the stars. You know that right now there are 5 planets that are in retrograde. On the 10th, our 6th planet, Mercury, will go retrograde also. So we will only have those 2 planets direct, which is Mars, which is in Gemini, and Venus, which is in Leo. Oh, but you know what? I'm sorry, Venus has gone into Virgo September 5th. So that's bringing a lot of things home. Venus, love, community, relationships. Virgo, bring it home. Bring it home. Nice earth energy with Virgo. Okay, so we have the 10th. The 10th is when things are going to get exciting again. We're kind of used to these, we are used to this retrograde energy. It's not necessarily that it's easy. It's just that we are used to it. We're used to the planets being where they're at. And again, not saying that it's been easy, but we are getting more and more used to it. We are dealing with it pretty good, actually. I say that we're dealing with it much better than we did when this first started happening. Again, too, the 10th, it will be, besides the 10th being Mercury going retrograde, the 10th will also, and that's in Libra. The 10th will also have our full moon. It will be in Pisces, and this is a dream moon. This is a wishing moon. This is like one of those really important moons where you just lay it all out and just put out, to higher power what it is you want to happen in your life. So we have some squaring in Mars. We have some conjunctions in Neptune. So we do have a lot of energies with the 10th and also the 11th. But we'll go through that when we get closer to that, the next readings. Because then on the 11th, Virgo will trine with Uranus. Both of these are, Earth energy. So expect the unexpected. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Right now, though, it is what we have been used to. So just go with the ride, okay? Just go with the ride. Keep your energies high. Keep your vibrations high also. Now, remember, the full moon is a time when you can, and I don't worship the moon, but I look at it as a divine creation. The full moon is a time when you can release, relinquish, and request. Release what's holding you back, relinquish what you don't need anymore, and request, because it's always good to request. If you don't request, if you don't ask, the answer is always a no. But if you ask, you could still get that no, but you could get some yeses too. So I would say you could start maybe on the 7th through the 13th. But the 10th and the 11th seems to be where the interesting energies are going to be. Again, it's not a light switch, it's more of a dimmer switch. So as we get closer and closer to that 10th and 11th, we will start feeling more of those energies for good or for bad, and we will be working through them. Anyway, okay. Oh, but we're leaving something behind. Remember, reversed cards are really a little bit stronger. Okay, so what else was I going to tell you about that? Oh, the Schumann resonance has been heating up again, and it's been doing that white energy. But I post that. I post that on the community page, and I also post that on Instagram and Facebook. And if you want to know what the what's going on with the stars, like my little cheat sheet that I tell you about, go on to my website, and I do post that under my blog. Okay. I'm not always good about blogging, but this month I did. Anyway, let's see what we have here for the universal readings. Yes, so here we have a Six of Swords. Higher power, what do we have? What's going on this, okay, going on this week? Okay, put that there. Let's make it so we don't have to look at it sideways. Okay, so reversed card, this is our sword energy. Sword is our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra. It is our thought processes. It's our thinking, whether we're having stinking thinking or if we're thinking clearly. It's also hearing news. This is, again, 6, number of man. It's the energies you put into something. And if you look, I kind of get they're moving out. The Six of Swords is always, leaving something behind, going to somewhere better. But I'm also kind of feeling like this person has been this person here has just been overwhelmed by what they're leaving. So it's not necessarily, even though you're leaving for something better, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to rejoice in it. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to feel like this is a new start. You will feel that way, but it can still be overwhelming. I kind of feel like this is, my feelings with these always change a little bit. I feel like this is like a victim, and the victim is escaping. It's escaping. And I do feel, even though we don't see the night, it's not day per se, but I do feel that this is someone caretaker, child, somebody that's guiding the boat. I do feel like this is someone who is escaping and might feel a little bit overwhelmed by everything. So there's a lot of kind of, we probably have heard PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. There's a lot of stress that this person is leaving, but he is still carrying it with them. Even though I don't think that they can see the sunrise yet, but they will. They will. Next card. Okay, we've had this a couple of times. This is a 4. This is a 4, which is about, and remember, numbers are important. 4s are about leadership, organization. It's also stability. This is Pentacle energy. This is our Capricorn, our Taurus, our Virgo energy, money energy. All 3 of those signs have something going on. Just as Aquarius and Gemini and Libra have things going on. So these have this is really trying to get into your face. This is really trying to get into your head space. Now, the 4 of Pentacles, you can see that he's holding on to his money. He's guarding his money, but yet money does cover him. Money is underneath him. I have felt very much in the last week or so, 2 weeks actually, to get things ready for winter, to get the car ready, do whatever you need to get, I'm getting new brakes, I'm getting new, maintenance done. I've been feeling very pushed to get things ready. So what am I getting them ready for? Hey, it could just be for the winter. But I do feel that there is, it's just, and also too, look for the best price. Look for the best price. Look for the person that's going to give you the best job for the best price also. So I did do a little shopping when I'm doing my car, getting my car ready, things like that. But I feel like there is some guarding of your money. There is some, the money will be there. It's just that you may not necessarily feel it as abundantly as you would like it to be. There is some reciprocity with the 4 of Pentacles. There is some give and there is some take. But in this case, he's not willing to necessarily give as much as he's willing to guard. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Next card is the Two of Cups. Now we have a 2, which is crossroads, choices. Do I go this way, that way, pathways. It's also coming together. Now, cups is our water energy, our Cancer, our Pisces, and our Scorpio. Fluid and very emotional energy. Now, the 2 of Cups usually means coming together. A new romance, something that's going to be, kind of leaning on each other at the same time. It's just so, does this have to do with this? Like I said, I get kind of a PTSD vibe with this. I get this use your money. Now, it's not the 7 of Pentacles, but it is, I do feel this, use your money wisely. Make sure, that there's some guarding of this money. Again, I felt very much in a phase the last couple of weeks or last 2 weeks to really get things ready for winter, because we're in the northern hemisphere. Winter will be coming in a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months. We're actually going to be going into the fall energy here, the autumn energy. So I just been having a lot of preparation energy going on here. Now, and then we have coming together. We have this energy where 2 people almost become kind of this one. They're sharing, they're loving. There's a kindness here. So Interesting. Let's see. Let's go on and see Colette Baron Reed, what we can have with that. And we have some cards that have just fallen on the floor. So here, let's go here. Oh, well, we've got 2 cards that fell. So we have a Major Arcana card and we have our Mystery card. Let's see what this one is. So we have the Messenger of Water. So the Messenger is that page. The page, dual energy. The page has our earth energy, and overlying it is the water energy. The page brings you news. It's a romantic. A lot of times it's a romantic energy, a romantic news, a romantic start to something, but it can be a very emotional time also. Now the page is optimistic. The page does see beyond, the present, okay? Can see into that future, and also has a lot of faith in the future too. So the Messenger, but the Messenger of Water, the Page of Water, the Page of Cups has this really, like I said, it is emotional. It is something that feels very deeply. Again, could be hearing something. It could also be starting something brand new, starting a new start to life in many ways. Because then we have the Fool. We have that Fool energy, and this is that leap of faith. There is a 0 energy here, 0, and that is God's source. Now, the Fool, leap of faith, believe. It's a beautiful way to enter into that full moon phase, full moon time. But this is just, it may not necessarily make sense to you. It's more a case of you need to believe, you need to have faith, you need to hope, and you need to take that leap. So, new start, new beginning, new start. So, the only card that we did not, or the only sign we did not talk about was our fire energy, which is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So Aries and Leo have a lot of play right now. Well, actually, Leo, Venus is transitioning into Virgo, so we're having a little bit different energy there. So whereas where Leo was more fiery, and just really going after what Leo wants, Virgo is going to be more home-based. It's going to be more grounded. It's going to get down into the facts per se. So interesting stuff. Let me know how you read the cards. Let me know how you read these. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. And why don't we start our readings now? Hello, my Leos, and let's see what we've got for this week, okay? Let's see what higher power has. Now, the only really thing that Leo has right now is Venus is leaving Leo and going into Virgo, which may be actually good because Venus can be very high maintenance, and Virgo kind of brings her down to earth. So that might be very good for for your energies too. So you might not have to take care of everybody as much as you've been taking care of them, because Leos can be, oh, I hate to say it, we can be a little high maintenance too. But let's see. But it's just more, when we're high maintenance, it's just more trying to grab onto our energies, because we do get stretched quite a bit. Anyway, let's see what we've got going for our Leos. And let's see, 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards are face down. Reversed. First card. Oh, do you feel that breath of air? Do you feel the applause? Do you feel like things are shifting for you? Something is ending for you. Something is moving on for you. We do have the 10 of Michael. 10 is transitional energy. Michael is our air energy. It is our Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, which a lot of stuff is in those 3 right there. Okay, right there. There's a lot of stuff pushing forward. It's thought processes, making plans, hearing news also. I love her. It's like all your work is coming to its head, and now it's time for you to take your bow. You've worked really, really hard. It's like you've almost been like holding on by your nails type of thing, and now it's time to jump and to be caught or to be leaped, or however you want to say. It's leaving something behind and really embracing a really positive week. Okay, so a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And I love her. I love her. She works so hard. She's gotten to where she is. She's danced her dance, and it's time for her to take her bow. Okay, next card. The King of Gabriel. So now you can sit back a little bit. Not that you're stopping at all. But King's underlying energy is air. Okay, so you're thinking things through, really seeing where you want to go. But Gabriel is fire energy, your energy. Also Sagittarius and Aries. Aries has Jupiter still in it, really wanting to give good fortune type of energy, especially to the fire energies. Now, the King of Gabriel is looking at everything now and saying, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What's my next step? So, but he's not linear as much as he sees the big picture. He sees what's happened in the past. He's really also very intuitive, whether or not it's because he's psychic or he just has strong intuition, or it's just that he has gone through so many different scenarios that he just knows human nature. Okay? But the King of Gabriel is really looking for his next step, is looking for his next chance, and really he is not thinking small. He's thinking big. Okay. So, generous, inspirational, dramatic, and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So he's a kind-hearted person also, but he is also looking to see what's the best route? Where's the best next step? Next card, the 4 of Raphael. Oh, the 4 of Raphael. Stability, leadership, organization. Raphael is that water energy. So in some ways, it's kind of like saying things are switching for you. Things are changing. You need to take a look. What's out there? What is your next step? So this could be definitely something happening in your career. It could be happening in any of your relationships, actually. But then the 4 of Raphael comes, and the 4 of Raphael is kind of that in-between stage. But I'm going to pick up that the 4 of Raphael is saying, gather more information before you make your next step. There's still more for you to figure out. It's not as clear cut as maybe the King of Gabriel thinks it is. So I'm not going to say to stop, but it would be a good time to just kind of, when you're looking at this big picture, it's probably better not to make a leap at this time. Now, the 4 of Cups is usually, I'm not happy with where I'm at, I'm not ready to go to the next step. So it is kind of an in-between stage. It's kind of that fallow period that, I've talked about in the past. It's kind of like, well, I'm getting prepared. And sometimes when things have changed like this, when you're leaving something behind, sometimes it's good to take a rest. So this would be a good example would be if you had a change in a relationship that was very personal to you. Sometimes it's a good time to not just jump into that next relationship if it's intimate. Sometimes it's good for you to just regroup and rediscover who you are. Okay? So seek out other possibilities, but look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. So are you jumping into something because you just need to, you need to be there? Sometimes a job can end and you just say, well, I'm going to just take any job because I need to work. And then, and I understand that and I respect that. Sometimes, yeah, you got to take that job. But sometimes if you would have waited, the right job might have come. Or the right job does come and then you quit the job. So you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's best to just kind of put a pause on things. But this is wonderful. This is lovely. So so it's a good time for you to pause. Okay? So let's see what we've got here. Guardian angels, what do we have for our Leos? What do you have for our Leos? Here we are. Well, the 9 of emotions, that's the 9 of cups. That's the wish card. 9 is you've got everything you need. Let's wrap it up. So we have a 104-99401 or a 149. You have everything you need to wrap it up. So wrap it up. Emotion is our water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Pisces is the full moon. So I think that this is about, it's a good time, it's a good place to pause for a moment. Things are shifting, but you don't have to jump into your next whatever your next is. And it's a good time for you to make a wish and believe that wishes come true. This is a magical time in your life when wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times and your just reward for being a loving and wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have more fun. And I think that's where the pause is. The pause is for you to have a little more fun. So maybe sometimes it's a good time to recoup your energies also. But again, things are shifting. And also too, these two cards make it a good time for you to have that pause. So there could be, it's a good time to have a pause. How's that? Wishes do come true. Full moon, all that good stuff. Pisces, the wishing moon. Okay, let's see what is this called? Inspirational wisdom from angels and fairies. I do love these cards too. I am learning to really appreciate them. For our Leos. A magical time for a pause, actually. Twilight magic. Well, here this is. You may feel that you cannot move forward in life, but you are blessed. So move on with love. That's beautiful. Yes. But it's an okay time for you to, it doesn't mean that you stopped. Okay, that's not it at all. It's just, it's a good place. It's like when you're reading a book and you come to the end of the chapter and you say, okay, it's a good time to put the book down. Okay, let's see what we have, what crystal or energy we have for our Leos that would be helpful for you. Let's see, my sweet Leos, my powerful Leos. I love the 10 and the King. And I love the 9 of Cups. We don't get that too often. Okay, let's see what we have here. Blue topaz, finding a spiritual ally, higher wisdom, abundance, forgiveness. Okay, again, this is something is wrapping itself up, something is ending, a situation that's been rough on you. So remember, it's been rough. And now there's all this, now everything's opening up. Take your time. I think that's more the case of it. Take your time with your choices. How's that? Okay, so my Leos, please comment. Let me know who this resonates with. Take a moment to like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.